Most people over 60 are told the same thing. Hold on to something sturdy and you'll be fine. It sounds sensible. It sounds safe. But here's what nobody tells you. Holding on does not protect your independence. It only hides the problem until the day nothing is there to hold. Physical therapy clinics see this every single day. Someone walks in confident, steady, capable, and fails a 30-second test they've never even heard of. 1 in 4 adults over 65 falls each year, and most of them never saw it coming. Today, I'm giving you 5 tests done right at your kitchen counter that reveal your real balance age in under 3 minutes total. And the number 1 item on this list is something almost nobody talks about. Stay with me until the end, because that one can change how you approach the next 10 years. Here's why your doctor never mentioned this. A standard appointment runs 12 minutes. There's time for blood pressure, a medication check, maybe a quick, "How are you feeling?" There is not time to watch you stand on one leg, shift your weight, or recover from a stumble. Balance testing gets skipped because it's slow, and slow doesn't fit the schedule. I am not here to sell you a supplement or scare you into a course. This channel exists to give you the science a 12-minute appointment never has time to cover. The stakes here are not abstract. This is about getting off the toilet without lunging for the grab bar, carrying groceries up 3 steps without your knees buckling, standing at the stove without one hand permanently glued to the counter. That is what balance actually protects. If you're watching this in your kitchen right now, look at the counter beside you. That's your testing station for the next few minutes. Balance loss has one root cause your doctor rarely explains. Proprioception, your body's built-in GPS. Think of your ankles, knees, and hips as a network of sensors constantly radioing your brain. You're tilting left, weights on the heel, correct now. When that network gets weaker, small tilts stop getting corrected. You don't fall because you're weak. You fall because the signal arrived too late. Please do not skip this section. It is the key to everything that follows. Every test after this one is measuring how fast and how accurately that internal GPS is still reporting back. If this is already making sense to you, tap the like button so more seniors can find it. Test number 5, the eyes open single leg stand. Stand beside your counter, fingertips hovering, not gripping. Lift 1 foot 2 inches off the floor and time how long you hold it before you need to touch down. The mechanism here is simple. With your eyes open, your vision is doing 60% of the balance work for you, covering for a weaker signal from the ankle. Picture your eyes as a spotter standing behind you, catching what your ankle sensors miss. According to research published through the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy, holding this position for less than 5 seconds after age 65 correlates with meaningfully higher fall risk over the following year. Protocol: test each leg 3 times, resting 30 seconds between attempts, and record your best time, not your average. Under 5 seconds on either leg is your signal to start daily practice, not panic. Senior safe modification: stand facing the counter with fingertips resting, not gripping, on the edge. Stop condition: if you feel a sharp twist or your ankle buckles, stop immediately and sit down. Pair this with test 4, because eyes open balance only tells half the story. Your brain may simply be leaning on vision to cover for a weaker ankle signal, and the next test removes that crutch entirely. Balance is not luck. Mobility is not genetics. Independence is trained. Test number 4, the eyes closed version of the same stand, hand still hovering near the counter. Close your eyes and hold the same single leg position. Without vision, your ankle's internal GPS has to work alone. Most people lose 60 to 80% of their hold time the moment their eyes close. That's not failure. That's the honest number showing how much your eyes were compensating. A widely cited balance study from the University of Illinois found closed-eye single-leg time is one of the strongest simple predictors of fall risk in community-dwelling older adults. Protocol: 3 attempts per leg, eyes closed only after you're stable, hand within 2 inches of the counter the entire time. If you drop under 3 seconds, that ankle needs daily 10-second holds twice a day for 6 weeks before you retest. Senior safe modification: keep fingertips 1 inch from the counter surface, never gripping, so you catch yourself without leaning on the counter for the whole test. Stop condition: any dizziness means stop and sit. This is not the test to push through. This test exposes your true ankle strength, but it still only measures balance while standing still, and almost every real fall happens while you're moving, which is exactly what the next two items test. Test number 3, the weight shift control test. Standing at the counter, shift your weight slowly onto your left foot until your right foot feels light. Hold 2 seconds, then shift back to center and repeat to the right, 5 times per side. This measures how smoothly you transfer control between legs, like a seesaw that should glide, not clunk. A shaky, jerky shift means your hip stabilizers are lagging behind the shift, the same lag that causes a stumble when you turn quickly in a kitchen or reach for something on a shelf. Clinical observation from fall prevention programs consistently shows jerky weight transfer preceding falls during simple direction changes, far more often than falls during straight line walking. Protocol: 5 slow shifts per side, 2-second hold at each end, done once daily. Progress by adding a slight forward lean at the top of each hold. Once 10 shifts, feel smooth for 2 straight weeks. Senior safe modification: perform this facing the counter with both hands resting flat on the surface for the first week, moving to fingertip only once shifts feel controlled. Stop condition: any sharp hip or knee pain means stop and consult your doctor before continuing. Pair this with test 2, because smooth weight shift only proves you can move on your own timeline. It says nothing about how fast you recover when the world moves you without warning. Test number 2, the quick step recovery test. With the counter beside you for safety only, have a family member gently nudge your shoulder from the side, or, alone, simply take one sudden lateral step and notice how many corrective steps it takes before you feel stable again. This tests your reactive balance, the emergency response system that kicks in when you trip on a rug or misjudge a curb. Think of it as your body's airbag, the protective step that fires automatically when the ankle sensors detect you're already falling. Fall prevention literature consistently identifies reactive stepping speed, not static balance, as the single strongest predictor of whether an actual trip becomes a catch or a fall. Protocol: 3 gentle nudges or self-initiated lateral steps per side, 3 times per week, always with the counter or a sturdy chair within arm's reach. 1 clean recovery step is the goal. 2 or more scrambling steps means this needs daily practice. Senior safe modification: always perform this within 1 step of a wall, counter, or heavy chair, never in open floor space. Stop condition: if you feel unsteady even standing still beforehand, skip this test today and try again tomorrow. This tells you how fast your body reacts to being pushed, but it still doesn't reveal the one thing standing between a wobble and a fall, and that's what we cover next. Item number 1, the one almost nobody talks about: ankle proprioception under load, tested and trained through what's called the counter-assisted progressive stance. Here's the mechanism. Every test so far measured a symptom. This one measures the cause, how well the tiny sensors inside your ankle ligaments report your position when your full body weight is actually loaded onto that joint, not just resting on it. Think of your ankle as a control tower and your body weight as the incoming planes. A weak tower can still function when traffic is light. Under full load, weak signals get missed, and that's the exact moment a stumble becomes a fall. Geriatric rehabilitation research consistently identifies ankle proprioceptive training, not general leg strength, as the factor most closely tied to independent living status 5 years later. This is the mechanism your doctor's 12-minute visit never has time to isolate. It's also the reason some people with strong-looking legs still fall, and some frailer-looking people don't. The protocol has 4 stages, and you progress only when the current stage feels boring, not hard. Stage 1, barefoot at the counter. Rock your weight slowly from heels to toes, 10 times, once daily, for 1 week. Stage 2, single leg stand, fingertips on the counter, 30 seconds per side, daily, for 2 weeks. Stage 3, single leg stand with eyes closed, 10 seconds building to 30, fingertips hovering not touching, 3 times weekly. Stage 4, single leg stand on a folded towel for an unstable surface, fingertips hovering, 10 seconds building to 20, twice weekly. Never skip a stage to save time. The ankle sensors adapt to the exact demand you give them, nothing more. Senior safe modification: every single stage happens within arm's reach of the counter, full stop, no exceptions, regardless of how steady you feel. Progress only after 2 consecutive successful sessions, at the current stage, not 1. Stop condition: sharp pain anywhere in the ankle or knee means stop that stage entirely and have it checked before resuming. If you take a blood thinner, talk to your doctor before starting any new balance program that increases fall exposure during training. Pair this with the weight shift work from test 3, because a well-trained ankle sensor combined with smooth hip transfer is what actually closes the gap between "I passed a test" and "I don't fear my own kitchen floor anymore." This is the test that predicts 5 years out, not 5 minutes out. Most people spend years working on leg strength and wonder why they still feel unsteady. The answer was never strength, it was the signal. Consider a typical case documented in the rehabilitation literature. A 74-year-old woman who could walk a mile without trouble, but failed the eyes-closed single leg stand at under 2 seconds on her weaker side. She started the 4-stage protocol, barefoot rocking in week 1, progressing 1 stage every 2 weeks exactly as outlined, never skipping ahead even on days she felt confident. By week 8, her eyes closed hold time had gone from under 2 seconds to over 18, and she reported no longer bracing herself with both hands when getting out of her car, a change she hadn't set out to measure, but noticed anyway. Here's what to do with this tonight and this week. Tonight, do the eyes open and eyes closed single leg, stand at your counter, both sides, and write down your actual numbers. This week, start stage 1 of the ankle protocol, 10 heel-to-toe rocks daily. This week, schedule your weight shift practice for 5 days, 5 shifts per side. Within 2 weeks, retest your eyes closed hold time and compare it to tonight's number. Within 6 weeks, if you're consistent, expect a real measurable change in that number, not a guess. Think of someone in your life who started gripping counters and door frames a little more than they used to. Send them this video. This test takes them 3 minutes and tells them more than most checkups will. Tell me in the comments which of these 5 tests surprised you most. Your answers decide exactly what I cover next. And if this channel is helping you stay steady on your own 2 feet, subscribe. That's the whole mission here. This video is education, not a diagnosis. Your own doctor knows your history, so bring this list to your next appointment. I'm Bennett Thorne. Don't forget to subscribe and live longer.